There. Let's see if we can stay on for a change this time. Good God. Test the griddle. I didn't hear it popping. Let's try that again. Yep. About there, I think. See how we do. Pancake numero, otherwise known as the test cake. It's the test cake. What? You don't get to yell at me. Pancake number one. It's looking pretty good. First one in the books. Pancakes. Whoa, samurai pancake maker. Hey, YouNow person. Pretty good. Who's joined us? Nico. How you doing, Nico? Making myself some breakfast. Ask any questions you want, you guys. Hit me up. I challenge you. Any question. Life, the universe, anything. Look at my wall. Take a look at my discussion wall there. That's how I used to look. 252 pounds. I was 115 pounds ago. Another one in the books. This batch, I added one of these to it. So I got apple banana in the pancakes. Some natural pure vanilla. Sauteed onions with spinach, fresh spinach I chopped up. This is going to go in my omelet with some avocado. And some cheese. Gotta have cheese. Nice. Nice. So, you guys, do you know what your BMI is? It's a question I always ask. First question I ask my clients and potential clients. What's your body mass index number? What's your BMI number? If you don't know, go look it up right now. Easy. Look at anything on Google. Just go look up body mass index calculator, BMI chart. Put in look at your height, your weight. Look at the box. It will tell you exactly what your current BMI is. Why is that important? Because that pretty much gives an indication how long you're going to be on this planet. At least to me, anyway. Excuse me while I clean out my pan of residue. Here we go. Keep a nice clean griddle. Good stuff, good stuff. Somebody got a question or a comment for me? Where did I put my glasses? They're around here somewhere. I'll squint them. Hey, Wolf, how's it going? BBW. It's Wednesday, my day off, so I'm making breakfast. Pancakes. Nice omelet. Yum, yum. Yesterday, I was working with a lady who's recently been diagnosed with diabetes, just went on metformin, and she's suffering some really bad side effects. Poor thing. He was here yesterday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're active. Hope you're off your tushies. Yeah. Besides keeping your griddle clean, you also need to keep your spatula clean. If it gets residue on it, it'll stick to the pancakes and make them hard to turn. Can even ruin a pancake if you don't keep it clean. One thing to remember, same thing about hamburgers. Don't squish them. Don't squish your pancakes. That takes all the light airiness out of them. Seriously. Same thing when you squish your hamburgers. You're basically just squishing all the juices out. That you don't want to do. Oh, yeah. You want to keep your pancakes light and fluffy and your burgers nice and juicy. Squishing things does not help. What do you guys think of the Orange Clown's latest efforts to guard our wall, our border with military? What a dummy. I don't know how this Orange Clown got into the office, seriously. Well, yeah, I do know. 80,000 votes. That's what it was. The 80,000 votes that gave him the electoral college votes he needed. That's what the difference was. Only 80,000 people. Yep, 80,000 people put Trump in the office. But one's going to take him out. Laura Ingraham better shush up. She's getting her butt whooped by the Parkland students. Good for them. Mind you, she's not the brightest bulb in the pack anyway. Always the best color you want for your pancakes. That nice golden brown. Hello, YouNow person. Glad you could make it. Seriously, guys, hit me up with any questions. Any questions. Doesn't have to be personal training or health related, but if you're dealing with issues, you need to lose weight, you need to get your diabetes under control, your blood pressure's out of control, your cholesterol, whatever. If you're having any health issues, hit me up. They pay me for this usually. I give it away here free on YouNow because I can and because you're there. Certainly doesn't cost me any more or less of my time or effort to sit here and make breakfast and talk to you guys. I could just sit here and make breakfast and watch TV, but I'd rather give back if I can. So, seriously, if you have any issues that you're dealing with, look on my wall. Look on my discussion wall. You'll see me when I was 115 pounds heavier than I am now. I was obese, very obese, to the point where, close to drop dead from a heart attack kind of obese. And I smoked cigarettes for 31 years. So now I help people lose weight, quit smoking, manage their diabetes, just get their health back. You can do it. It doesn't matter how old you are. That's the cool part about being human. Yeah, not just the physical, but all of it. The intellectual, the emotional, the mental, all of it. We're malleable. Humans are like clay. We can reshape ourselves, remold ourselves, redo ourselves, rebuild ourselves. Not just physically, but mentally. A lot of changing, especially when it comes to eating habits. A lot of the changes that are required happen up here and in here as much as with the physical body itself. For instance, getting rid of cigarettes. I smoked from when I was 15 till I was 46 years old. 31 years I had a cigarette in my mouth, about a pack a day. There's no way anybody could have talked me out of, smoking if I wasn't ready. I know it. Come on, somebody ask what? Obvious question. Come on. I'm handing this to you guys. First one to ask me a question today gets my digital book for free. And the new diary, the new food diary, the food log, activity log. I'm almost done. I'm getting ready to put it up on Amazon with pushing double nickels. But I think I'm just going to charge like 99 cents for it because everybody freaking needs it. I mean, everybody. Including the orange clown in the White House. He's obese. Our president is obese. Mind you, his BMI is nowhere near as bad as mine used to be. But we know he's lying about his height, for one thing. He's not 6'3". I think he's like 6'2". And 6'2", 239 pounds. Go look at the BMI chart. Go look at the BMI scale. Just go Google body mass index calculator, BMI calculator. Just go look at it. You can get your own BMI the same way. And look at the president's height, 6'2", even 6'3", right? 239 pounds. He's in the obese range. Of course, he'll say that's fake news. Who's joined us? William Seddon. Hello, William. How are you today? Hopefully you're active. One of the things that I'm fighting right now is an obesity epidemic happening here in America. James Charles Dickinson. If that's not a classic name, nothing is. I mean, that brings out the Englishman in me. James Charles Dickinson. That's a classic name. I like that name. Yes, that's the kind of name that you expect someone to be a Shakespearean actor. Like it a lot. Hopefully you're active and healthy. See, one of my goals is to help as many people on this platform lose weight, quit smoking, and get their health back as possible. Excuse me, I got to stay on top of my pancakes. What is it? Quite welcome, James Charles Dickinson. Love it. Hey, Vito, glad you could make it. Just a reminder, you guys, this is my day off. I don't do any personal training usually on Wednesday, so I'm not doing any weights today. I don't do any miles, but I do my stretching. Every day I do stretching. I've got a really bad back. Enough where they put me out on permanent severe disability against my wishes a few years back. Hey, that's when they put me out on disability, I said, forget this. I wrote a book. I've become a personal trainer, a health coach, and I just got a third certification this last Saturday. You give me lemons, I'm going to make freaking lemonade. Besides, there was just no way I was going to just take that sitting down. My injuries, where I said, come on, that's funny. I don't care who you are, that's funny. Got a few more pancakes to do. What is it? I got to be doing heavy dead sits and sitting in bed posture. Oh, bad back? Oh, my God. Well, you'd be amazed, Jim. You don't mind if I call you Jim or James. 100 million Americans suffer some form of chronic back pain. That's 1 out of 3. Seriously. Including me. And because I sat around too much? Yeah, exactly. I was in computer training for 25 years. So I would spend my days literally, working on a computer or sitting in meetings to talk about working on computers or going to clients' offices to talk about staff on computers. Bottom line is, I spent my days all day long and my nights at home back on the computer in 25 years. And I blew up to 252 pounds. Look at the wall. Look at my picture, my driver's license picture I put up there on the wall. I was 115 pounds heavier than I am now, right? And I carried all of that weight in my stomach, mostly my midsection. I used to have a 44, 46-inch waist. Those were the belts I wore. I'm back down to about a 31, 32 now. My BMI used to be 38, 39, right in that range, which is, drop dead of a heart attack at any time kind of obesity. Right? Now I'm about between a 21 and 22, where I'm supposed to be, for my height and my weight. If you don't know your BMI, please go find out. It's the first number I want to know. As a personal trainer and health coach, the first number that I talk about with anybody. And you should know it. That one in your A1C. I wish to God somebody would have gotten my face about knowing my A1C before I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. when I was 252 pounds and still smoking cigarettes. I wish to God somebody would have gotten in my face before then. One of the reasons I'm on here this year, one of the reasons I swore I was going to be here on YouNow as much as I can this year, and I've been doing this since January. We have an obesity epidemic happening right now. I got caught up in it, I know. We have a diabetes epidemic right on the verge. It's insane, you guys. Out of 322 million Americans, 324 million Americans, 30 million of us are already diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. I'm one. But 84 million, 84 freaking million are pre-diabetic right now. More than 1 out of 4 are pre-diabetic right now. Do you guys know what that means? Do you guys know what that means? Or do any of you think you might be pre-diabetic? Because that is such a scary freaking number. Really good pancakes. That's such a scary number to me. When I started training to become a personal trainer, I was 56, 55 when I started training. I became a certified personal trainer at 56 because I wanted to become a health coach, which is the big one. And personal trainer is prerequisite. But when I started training as a personal trainer, and this is only less than about 4 years ago, I turned 59 here on the 20th of this month. But when I started training, reading everything regarding getting people healthier, because I've always been a big push for certified. When I was in information technology training, I pushed all of my folks. Get certified, get Novell certified, get Microsoft certified, get Oracle certified, get cross-trained. Don't just do databases, do networking, do security, do programming. I really pushed my clients to get certified in all their platforms and to get cross-platform trained. I loved what I did. Look me up on LinkedIn. You'll see. The single largest thing that I'm known for and supported for, endorsed, I guess you could say, is leadership. And that is true. One thing I've always been is a leader. Does anybody know what the best kind of leader is? And I'll be the first to tell you. Anybody want to guess what the best kind of leader is? I can tell you right now, our president is not an example of one. Hey, potty mouth. I love that. Be nice on my platform. Thank you. Potty mouth. Love that. You guys are really creative. I got to give it to you. Some of you guys are really creative. Sometimes, although, you get out of hand. I had to block a gentleman yesterday, and I reported him. I will not put up with rude behavior. All of my kids will tell you the same thing. All of my clients, all of my customers, all of my employees, they'll all tell you the same thing. Respect. Everybody deserves respect. I don't care who you are, where you're from. I don't care what color you are, what sex you are, what orientation you are. Irrelevant. If you exist, if your heart's beating, then you deserve respect. Until you prove to the rest of us that you don't. In the meantime, everybody comes out of the womb equal. Everybody. Every single baby is wonderful. Almost done with my pancakes and moving on to my waffles. Hang on, my omelet, sorry. You got a question or comment for me there? Well, what is your BMI right now? Do you know? 22. Awesome. Excellent. Excellent. Your BMI is perfect. Just so you guys understand the BMI scale. And let me go over it with you in detail so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, 22 is awesome. In fact, your BMI and my BMI are about the same. The body mass index scale tells us, based on your height and your weight, how healthy you are, how healthy your frame is for the weight you carry. Normal, healthy, is between 18.5 and 25. So if your BMI, your body mass index number, your BMI number, is between 18.5 and 25, then you're in the healthy range. You're exactly where you need to be based on your height and your weight. If you're under 18.5, that means you could probably use to gain a few pounds. I'm not real concerned about 18 to 18.5. I'm not real concerned about a little over 25, because 25 to 30 means you're overweight. 30 and above means you're obese. Now, I categorize them a little bit more sharply. 30 to 35 I consider normal obese. 35 to 40 I consider very obese. 40 to 45 I consider extremely obese. And anything over 45 I consider mortally obese. These are my scales. My BMI at my heaviest was 38, almost 39. And you can see that in the picture that's on my discussion wall. That's my driver's license picture from early 2000s. I was 252 pounds at that time. I'm 138 now. When I came out of Marine Corps boot camp, way back in the day, my weight was 135. I'm only 3 pounds off what I was about 40 years ago. So that means I'm back where I am supposed to be for my height and my weight. Okay. I let myself get really, really out of shape. And I didn't do myself any favors, because I also smoked cigarettes for 31 years, from 15 to 46. Yeah, I didn't do myself any favors. So if I hadn't been hit with type 2 diabetes at 46, this is almost 13 years ago, if I hadn't been hit with it, I would have probably kept getting fatter and kept smoking cigarettes, and probably would have had a heart attack and kicked it long before now. So I'm here now to help people get rid of cigarettes, lose the weight, get their health back in order. And I'm doing it on this platform because I can talk to you guys live about this. And most of you guys are the age of my kids. All my kids are in their 20s. And most of you on this platform are there and younger. I work with kids on this platform as young as 10 with their parents. And childhood obesity is up there as well. So my concern is that everybody on this planet needs to understand you have to take control of your health. You can't just keep on eating and eating and eating and eating and not doing anything exercise or activity wise and not expect bad things to happen. You can't just keep on gaining weight and not doing anything about it and not expect bad things to happen. So for you, sir, 22, perfect. Well done. But I can tell you this. Only 1 out of 3 Americans currently has a healthy BMI. Only 1 out of 3. 1/3 of the nation. 2/3 of the United States is currently obese. 66%. I'm talking well over 200 million Americans are where I was, either overweight or obese. So it's a national epidemic. I mean, it's actually a global epidemic. Out of 7 billion people on this planet, 20%, 1 out of 5. So every 1 out of 5 people on Earth needs to lose weight. But the United States, unfortunately, as we do in so many things, we're leading the way. Unfortunately, this is a thing that we should not be leading the way in. Because while 20% of the planet is overweight or obese, 66% of this country, the country I love, don't even start me. Do you realize we're dying sooner than we were before? We're dying faster. The average lifespan has decreased 2 years in a row. Can you believe that? That's insane, you guys. That's absolutely insane. Think about that. With all the modern technology we have, and all the ways that we have to extend our life, all of the things we're doing with genes, genetic, DNA, and the advances in modern medicine, all of this. But in spite of all of this, for 2 years in a row, lifespans have decreased. They've gone down. That's just crazy. But I guarantee you, it's directly correlated and directly tied to the obesity epidemic and the diabetes epidemic, which is right on the verge. Right now, it's crazy. You think about this. You guys, just think about this. If you are at a healthy weight, if your BMI is where it needs to be, look left, look right. The person on your left is going to be overweight. The person on your right is going to be very overweight. Or, if you don't want to pull any punches, fat and very fat. I was both. Obviously, you got to be fat before you become very fat. And when my BMI was 38, almost 39, right, and my waist size was 44, 46, that's the unhealthiest I've ever been. And smoking cigarettes at the same time, which I did for, like I say, 31 years, I did not do myself any favors. But I'm also here to tell you that if this old IT guy, if this old computer training guy, this old product of the 60s, and I've seen every sitcom of the 60s, I mean, I was the original couch potato. If I, starting at 46, can take off 115 pounds, get rid of a 31-year cigarette habit, get my diabetes under control, yeah, I take medication for it, and manage chronic pain. My back is really, really bad. But if I can do this, you can do this. Anybody can do it. I guarantee you, anybody can do it. The human body is malleable. We can do with it whatever we please. It's very much like the car you drive. You have a choice on the car you drive most of the time. You drive a minivan, you decide eventually you want to get yourself a sports car or switch over to a muscle car, that's up to you. That is literally up to you. Anyhow, as I continue making my breakfast. Who's joined us? Hey, Rube, how's it going on? Oh, same stuff, different day. Hey, Canadians are cool. Hey, love our Canadian friends. Could we switch? Could we have Justin, please? Could you send him down here and we'll send the orange clown up to you? Seriously. I mean, please. The Canadians would straighten Trump out in a heartbeat. They wouldn't put up with his crap up there. I'm not kidding. Oh, I don't want to wait for Mueller to get him. Anyhow, you guys, hit me up. Any questions you got. I don't care if it's personal training or health related or just in general. As a health coach, I cover the entire psyche. That means your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, intellectual health. The entire body isn't just physical. You're the driver. You're the person who's in there. You're in charge. You're the one who's making sure that the vehicle itself gets you around. Except for those people that I've been watching on. I know, isn't he? Except for those people I've been watching on my 600-pound life. As someone who is, BMI was really big, and I work with people now who are heavier than I was at my heaviest. But as someone who was really big, I understand the feeling. But I can't understand getting up to 600 pounds or more, or 500 pounds. I couldn't imagine doubling from 252 to 504. I couldn't imagine myself doing that. But the show, I mean, there's a program on it. And I watched a show on Netflix yesterday, the British version, Shut-ins, right? These folks are just 500-600 pounds. They're just big behemoths. And they get to the point where they can't even get up and move anymore. Anyhow, I have to watch that show. For me, it's mandatory. Because, it's what I do. Helping me understand what's going on inside their head helps me understand my clients better as well as my own. Right? Because I know what got me up to 252 pounds, and that was just eating whatever I wanted in whatever amounts I wanted and not being active at all. I was totally sedentary. I mean, literally, I just sat around all day and all night. Didn't do anything. I was a fat and happy dad, I guess you could say. Well, Ruby, it started in 2005 when I was first diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. My doctor, I knew because of the symptoms I'd been having, that was probably what was going on. And my doctor confirmed it. And he said to me at the time, because I was still smoking cigarettes at that time as well, and I was in computer training for 25 years. So I spend most of my day working on a computer or going in meetings to talk about training people on computers, whatever. I was sitting around all the time. Right? I'd go out for lunch, get, double quarter pounder with cheese, fries, shake, filet fish. I might even hit two different places. I might hit Wendy's and Carl's and get lots of stuff and just take it back to the office and scarf it all down and just sit there and keep working on the computer all day. And then go home that night and have a nice, great big supper, right? Say hi to the wife and the kids and then get back on the computer. And again, so I wasn't watching anything as far as portion sizes. I really didn't care about anything as far as saturated foods or high cholesterol foods or what I might be doing to my system. Or sugar wise, I was just downing anything and everything, sugared sodas and sugared everything. I put sugar in my coffee, sugar in my tea. I'm surprised I didn't put sugar in my sugar. Right? But the bottom line is I got up to 46 years old, well, 45, before I started having some really weird symptoms. Right? Constant thirst. I couldn't get enough to drink. And therefore, I was always going to the bathroom. I was always tired, listless. I didn't have any energy. And my vision changed. And I didn't realize it at the time, but that was the pressure because of the blood sugars. Anyhow, so all of these turned into a diagnosis for type 2 diabetes. And that's what started me on the path to, I got to take control. So I made a plan, right? I was going to get rid of the cigarettes, start watching the diet, and incorporate some activity, some exercise. I fell back on my inner Marine because I went through boot camp at 17 years and 3 months old. So I fell back on my inner Marine to kick my butt. But I took 8 years between 2005 and 2013 to take off 115 pounds. Right? I yo-yoed once because I stopped. I had a dislocated shoulder. But bottom line is, slowly, over time, mostly by diet, by incorporating exercise, and then the weight training. I really didn't start doing weights at all until I was about 50. And that's because of my back. Did you break? What do you mean by did I break? I did yo-yo once because I took off a couple months when I Yeah, well, I'm very fortunate in having been I'm a retired Marine. So I'm able to kick my own butt, if you will, and I was Marine Corps infantry. So for me, marching is natural. I power walk is what I decided to do to get my cardio to help burn the calories. And then once I started doing the weights along with it, that really helped me get down to the BMI where I needed to be, where I'm at now. So I've basically been at weight for about 5 years now, and I'll be maintaining this weight and this BMI the rest of my life. Right? That simple. But it was a long, slow process. It doesn't happen overnight. I didn't get fat overnight. Therefore I didn't lose weight overnight. And I tell that to all of my clients. Ignore all these stupid television commercials. They're absurd. Lose weight fast. No. What you got to do is you got to make the slow, gradual lifestyle changes. Now remember, I still eat all the things I ate before, all the things I like to eat, and I know, you guys that need to lose weight, you're not just going to suddenly run out and start buying salads and tofu and rice cakes. You're still going to eat the stuff you eat, your fried chicken and your burgers and your meatloaf and whatever. I do. But what I ask you to look at, and this is important, your portion sizes. Seriously, your portion sizes. That's what it's going to come down to most of the time. Hey, YouNow person. because that's what it comes down. It's really a numbers game. Seriously, every 3,500 calories that you consume that you don't burn off in some form of activity or exercise, that turns into 1 pound of fat. It's truly a numbers game. Sure, it's easier to put on weight eating junk food because it's high fat, high saturated fat, high cholesterol. I mean, it's not good for you, mostly because it's going to build up the plaque in the arterial walls, give you a heart attack. Well, that's why I'm here, Ruby, just so that I can explain to you guys. Anybody can do this. Anybody. I'm here to be more self-hope than self-help, if you know what I mean. I would much prefer that the book I published in 2014 be considered a book of self-hope than a book of self-help. Because while it helps people with quitting smoking and losing weight, and managing diabetes and dealing with back pain and etc., trying to make a better human being, if you will, I like to think of it as reminding people that I don't care how old you are, 20, 40, 60, I don't care if you're 100 years old. If your heart's still beating, you have the ability to make changes and be healthier. Excuse me while I yell at dogs. No barking in the house, please. Thank you. Got rescue dogs. Oh, hey, Teddy. How's it going? Well, I'm glad, Rubes. Anybody that fans me up, you can claim me as your YouNow personal trainer or health coach, or both. Want to see an 18-year-old tabby cat? 18-year-old tabby cat. Hey, Smile 56. This is Cassandra. Cassie's been part of my family since 2002. He's about 18 now. And you guys can continue watching while I go ahead and make myself an omelet to go with my pancakes. What is it? Oh, well, I'm on my own right now. I guess you could say I'm single again and dating. Occasionally, yeah. I was married for a while and I have 4 kids. 3 claim me, 1 genetically, but all my kids are in their 20s and they're off doing their own thing now. So me, it's just me and my 4-legged kids now. I've got 3 dogs and a cat. And a couple pretty cool roommates. Oh. Now, I've already got spinach and onions sauteed and ready to go in this omelet. I'm going to include some avocado. And it's always a crapshoot when you're opening an avocado. Is it good? Is it not good? And they're so darned expensive these days. All right. Acceptable. More than acceptable. More than acceptable. So, Ruby, do you know your B? Huh? Is your BMI in the healthy range? Who else has joined us? Hey, Taylor. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. I just made myself a whole mess of pancakes, and I'm getting ready to make myself an omelet to go with it. Already got some sauteed sweet onion in here with a nice handful of spinach that I chopped up, and this is going to go in the eggs. And I'll hang on until I'm done cooking, and then I'm going to eat, but I won't force you guys to watch me eat. Who wants to watch people eat? And what's with the sleeping squad on here, y'all? Seriously. That's just strange. Strange. Does anybody participate in sleeping squad? I'm curious. Makes me laugh just thinking about it. Why would anybody want to have somebody watch them sleeping? That's just plain creepy. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. That's just plain strange. All right, so what do you guys think? Should I put some ham in with this omelet? Ooh, there's a fly in here. Let me get my swatter. It's one of the hazards of having dogs with a doggy door. The flies can come in, especially when it starts getting warm. I have a killer swatter though. You know, as much as I abhor violence and do not believe in indiscriminate killing of anything, for me, flies, mosquitoes, roaches, I got no problem. Mosquitoes have killed more human beings than every war and pestilence on this planet so far. Seriously, mosquitoes have killed more people than almost anything. Just a little mosquito. I hate those things. Ugh. Part of cohabitating on a planet with things that bite. All right. So, get a little light butter with canola. I think this is the one with canola. Yeah, light butter with canola. I switched over to anything except margarine 3-4 years back. As soon as I've realized palm oil, which is just insidious and killing us in high numbers, palm oil, nasty, nasty. It's in all the margarines. Go look. In fact, go take a look at pretty much anything that's in a package that's in your pantry. Anything. Cookies, cakes, anything that's in a package. Go take a look at the ingredients and pull out everything that says palm oil or palm kernel oil. I bet more than half the stuff in your cabinets you'll wind up pulling out. Oreos, Pop-Tarts, you name it. Cakes, cookies, candy, you name it. I find palm oil in peanut butter. That's insane. That's just nuts. You look at the peanut butter that you have. You go take a look at the peanut butter that's in your pantry, wherever. If it's got anything other than peanuts and maybe salt, get rid of it. Sugars, hydrogenated this, cottonseed oils, palm oils. You'd be amazed at the crap that they're putting in peanut butter. Choosy mothers should not choose Jif. Go look at it. Nasty, nasty. What is that? Hey, avocado! Woo-hoo! Now, your avocados, your olives, your olive oil, all the healthy fats that you need. You can get plenty of your fats from healthy sources. Good enough. Get this going first. Yum, yum, yum. Now you're probably wondering, what are you going to put in those eggs? What could you possibly want to add to those eggs? Here, a few things. touch of garlic powder. Just a touch. Touch of cooking sherry. And those of you only old enough to use alcohol should use this. A little bit of extra light virgin olive oil. No barking in my house, thank you very much. Wee bit of dill. Some cilantro. Nice healthy dose of that. Where is my... No. A shot of turmeric. Turmeric cleans out brain poop, just so you know. Very good stuff. Somebody got a question? Hard for me to see you cooking now because I'm a professional chef and I'm only 18. Well, awesome. Mom said kitchen is closed. Well, I hope that you are a professional chef with a good BMI. If your BMI is the same as mine, then I'm a happy guy. You burn one pan, then you're in trouble. Yeah. I can imagine. Hang on. I got company down here. Hold on a second. This is Zoe. This is my little Chewini. Huh. She's got a lot of fans. She's got thousands of fans on our Pushing Double Nickels Facebook page. Huh, sweetie? Yep, she is one of the favorites. Oh, baby. She's about 12 years old now. She's been with me since 2007 when I got her out of a pound. Huh. She was on the kill list that day, but we got her out of there, didn't we? Yes, we did. Anyhow, she's in here just to give me some attention, and she wants me to pick her up and also see what food I might be giving her, huh? Which right now isn't any because I'm making myself food. My pancakes are waiting for me, y'all. I'm going to be getting on them pretty quick here. My omelet. But I wanted to show you Zoe at least. I'm writing a dog book. All right, what was the last ingredient I put in my eggs? You guys remember? Huh? Anybody remember? I'll be very impressed if anybody remembers the last ingredient I put in my eggs. I remember. Starts with a T and it ends with a C. Turmeric. All right. Then there's one other thing I want to put in here. Here we go. Yep. Just for me, I like the taste of tarragon. So I put in just a little bit of tarragon leaf. And then in goes our kosher salt. One of the key things about salt, and remember this with all seasoning, put in the minimal amount, especially salt. Because if somebody is at the table eating something that you make, even if it's something you're just making for yourself, it's very easy to add a little salt, but you can't take it away. Once you've put too much salt in a dish, it's permanent, right? You could put in so much salt you ruin it. So be easy on the salt, not just for flavor-wise, but also for your blood pressure. Don't forget, salt can help you retain water if you have too much salt in your system, which can also affect your blood pressure issues and other things. All right, so I've got just about everything prepared. I am going to kick up eggs. Some people go, oh, milk and eggs. Yep, always. And last but not least, black pepper. Freshly ground is always the best. And you just want to lightly fold this up. You don't need to whip it up like you're trying to create a meringue or something. Just enough to integrate all of the ingredients. We'll get my avocado cut into some nice slices, ready to go into the egg. Nice. Let that stay out. Oh yeah. Now, avocado, yes, it's very high in fats, so you don't want to eat a lot, but at the same time, they're very healthy fats and they're good for you. First, I'm going to put in my mixture, onions and spinach. Very good, very good. Around, around. Oh, yeah. That start forming up a bit. Start putting a little bit of avocado in here. Oops. Messy, messy. What? No, this isn't for you. No, this is mine. No. I've got a very demanding tabby cat. What? I think you've lost it. That's what I think. I think this kitty cat's gone crazy. And I'm going to have some sourdough toast with it, too. That's cooking. Hold it. Oh, he got away. Thought I had him, but he got away. So a hotel I've stayed at in Hawaii where they cook breakfast right out on the veranda overlooking the ocean. It's just beautiful. The Prince Hapuna, for any of you who know the Big Island at all. Love that place. Hey, LeChuck, how's it going? Hey, Tim, how you doing? Bit of cheese. Gotta have some cheese. And you guys, once I'm done cooking, I'm gonna go eat. And once I'm eating, I'll be done on here. I'm putting in a little bit of American. As my omelet is forming up nicely. Yep. A little bit of the shredded on top of that. There we go. Very good. What? Sourdough. Yum. Nice. Give you guys a close-up look at this one. This is your sweet Maui onions, baby spinach, California avocados, and all the little accoutrements that I put in there as well. To that, I'm having some sourdough toast, and I already whipped up a mass of pancakes earlier. Wednesday is my day off, so I am spoiling myself to a full-blown breakfast today. Which I do a few times a week. Usually just later in the day. Of course, for me, a day off simply means a day without doing formal exercise, weights, or miles. I'm still doing stuff like yard work, the car, house cleaning. I'm pretty much go, 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 go. Till I decide I'm done, and then I sit back and watch Netflix. Or whatever. Show you guys pancakes. One more. Yum! Got a whole banana and pancakes today. Good stuff. Remember, you can still eat all the things you want to eat. You can still eat all the things you enjoy. What it's going to come down to is portion sizes. I'm not going to eat all those pancakes. I'm not going to eat this whole omelet. Half of this stuff is going to get saved, and the pancakes will go in the freezer, and you can nuke them up. It doesn't take that long. Yeah. Eggs are reheatable for a day, maybe two, but usually about a day. Zachary, are you all right? My little Chug almost drowned in a pool in 2010. Ever since then, he's had a congestive cough. Been treated by 4 different vets. Nobody can ever figure out what it is. Just congestive cough. That was 8 years ago. So I hear somebody coming. Guess he decided to go outside. Anyway, you guys, hit me up. Last questions. I'm gonna be going to eat. I ain't gonna I'm not gonna make you watch me eat. Just like I don't get the sleeping squat. What's up with that? Close. Seriously. Any of you guys participate in that? That's just craziness. Sleeping squad. Watching people sleep. That's just kind of creepy as far as I'm concerned. I mean, even somebody, when they sleep with me, I don't sit there and watch them sleep. That's just creepy. I'd think it was creepy anyway. Anyhow, I'm about done, y'all. I'm going to go eat. So I'm going to be signing off, at least till tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Just a little bit. Almost ready. What? None of this is for you. I promise. My old tabby cat's turned into the biggest mooch of them all. Literally, my 18-year-old tabby cat harasses me more than any of my dogs for food. She does. She's nonstop. And if somebody dares get up at 3 in the morning for any reason, she'll wail like a banshee till somebody gives her food. Oh yeah, like she's entitled or something. Feed me. You're awake. That means you have to feed me. I think once cats reach a certain age, they tend to go a little bit crazy. In humans, I guess we call it senile. But yeah, there are times I just want to, especially when it's 4 in the morning and she's just wailing at the top of her lungs for somebody to feed her. Yeah, I want to feed her. I want to feed her to the coyotes. Love her to death, but just like children, you have to be patient. Very patient with them. Well, you guys, I appreciate you guys spending the time with me today. A few of you folks, I'm real pleased with the body mass index numbers I've heard today. At least the few folks who shared with me. Anytime your body mass index is between 18.5 and 25, I'm proud of you. Good job. Well done. Please, let's keep it that way, shall we? Take it from somebody whose BMI used to be almost 39. My small glass of milk. My sugar-free pancake syrup. Non-fat milk. Oh, all right, you guys. Well, I'm going to head out. So I want to make sure you guys have an awesome day. Appreciate you spending part of your day with me. fan me up. That way you'll know when I'm on next. If you have any questions regarding any of the important things, being healthy, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, and the whole ball of wax. As a certified personal trainer, certified health coach, that's what my job is to help you get healthier. So look forward to it next time. Remember, as long as you wake up every morning, as long as your eyes open up, that gives you the opportunity to make your day better, make yourself better. Do something for you, something for your family, for your community. Positive. Bottom line is this whole personal trainer will tell you, the more you stay off your butt, the more active you are, the healthier you're going to be and the longer you're going to live. And if there's anything I can do or say or support you with outside this platform, reach out to me. All my platforms, you can reach out to me. The fastest one is on Facebook. So feel free, message me and I'll message you right back. In the meantime, you guys, hopefully we will see you again here tomorrow. And have a great day in the meantime. Thanks. Love y'all. Take care.